Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear student, welcome to DGGHS online class. This is Arifa Jannat, assistant teacher, Dinaspur Government Girls High School. Dear student, hope you are healthy and hearty by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, I am also well by Allah's grace. In the previous class, I didn't complete the discussion of lesson 8. So, today I am here to conduct the rest part of this lesson. Please be with me. Let's start. In the learning outcome, we have noticed after completing the lesson, student will be able to use word stress and stress on words in sentence. So, my dear student, at first we have to know what is the stress. We use particular force when you pronounce particular word or sentence, word or syllabus in a sentences. This extra force is called stress. Stress is a very important part of important pronunciation point in English. Pronouncing a word with correct stress can make a big difference in English. Your English will be more clear and more stronger, more natural. In English, stress can be divided into two parts. Here you can see word stress and sentence stress. In sentence stress can be divided into two kinds: content word and grammar word. Before the discussion of stress, we have to know what is syllable. Yes, my dear student, you know what is syllable. Syllable is a part of word which syllable is a part of word which is created by vowel sounds. So, number of the vowel sound is the number of syllable. I make it clear. In the word book, we can see one syllable, book. And if there is one syllable, it is stress syllable. If there is two syllable in a word, like person. Repeat with me, person. Here we can see two vowel sound, person. Here we can see two syllable, and the first one is stressed. My dear student, there are rules of stress in English. but there is a bad news for you, that this rule don't work all the time. Let's see the rules. Word with two syllable. Picture. Money. 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 Water. 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 These are all nouns. If these are all nouns, noun with two syllables, usually have stress on the first syllable. Usually have stress on first syllable. So the first syllable will be stressed and the pronunciation will be picture. 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 Then money. Money. Water. And this part will be unstressed. This part, second part will be unstressed. In the case of noun, it is, these rules are also same with the adjectives. So same is the case with adjective. Happy, useful, in this adjective we have noticed two syllables. Happy, useful. So noun, adjective with two syllables have stress on first syllable. That is happy. Happy. We have to pronounce it more longer than it. Second syllable. Useful. Useful. More louder than second syllable. But in the two word, verb, two syllable verb, we usually noticed stress on the second syllable. Let's see. Decide. Forget. So stress will be decide and get. Decide, sight, decide, forget. Second, in the second syllable there will be stressed. But if there are three syllables, stress can be anywhere. Like we can see, if there are three syllables in a word, stress can be anywhere. Possible. Here we can say possible, impossible, possible. Stress is, here is first syllable. We can find stress in the second syllable. Computer. Computer. Then we can find in the stress in the first syllable. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then we can find in the last one, afternoon. Here we can see the stress in the last syllable. Afternoon. My dear student, this rule doesn't work all the time. There are some exceptions. Finish. Finish. In two syllable verb, we can see stress in the finish. Finish. First syllable. Now we have to do about sentence stress. We can see sentence stress can be divided into two parts. One, content word, and the other is grammar word. Content word actually gives the meaning of the sentence. Content words give the meaning of the sentence. But grammatical words don't carry meaning. They connect the content word correctly. Let's see the example. I want to buy an ice cream. I want to buy an ice cream. Here, want, buy, ice cream. We give extra force here. I want to buy an ice cream. These are, we can see, these words are content word. If we say want, buy, ice cream, we can guess the meaning. But if I say I, to, and, they don't carry meaning. So these words are content words in a sentence, and I, to, and these words are grammar words. Now, my dear student, let's please open at page 24. Yes, in the textbook we can see activity B1. So, my dear student, get ready with your pen, textbook and notebook. Read the sentences and phrases in the 8 space bubbles. Put them in right order. Write down the conversation in your notebook. Here we can see 8 bubbles, speech bubbles, and they are not in correct order. We have to arrange it in correct order. And it is about a discussion and dialogue between a girl and a salesman. So, let's do the activity. B2. Here for girl we can write the letter G, and for salesman we can write the letter S. As I have not enough space. The dialogue begins with the sentence, excuse me. My dear students, I have arranged these 8 bubbles in correct order, and the answer is girls. Excuse me. Salesman, yes, how can I help you? Girl, I want to buy an ice cream. Salesman, sure. There you go. Girl, how much is it? Salesman, 20 taka. Girl, here you are. Salesman, thank you. Now we have to move on the next activity. At page 25, we have an instruction to do the activity C. Discuss in pair how you talked about quantities when you go shopping. Match the phrase in column A and the items in column B below to make an imaginary shopping list. Write down the list in your notebook. One phrase may match more than one items. So, in column A we can see the phrase, and the column B we can see the items. One phrase can be used more than one items. So, a can of, here the possible answer of activity B1 and C is a can of Coke. Then a loaf of bread. Loaf means tukro. A packet of chocolate. Here we can use pencil also. A tube of toothpaste. Or paints. Half kilo of cake. A dozen of eggs or pencil. A box of, here we can use 3 items. A box of facial tissue, or pencil, or chocolate. A roll of bread or poster paper. Here we can see only A. So we can say a cake or a notebook. a jar of paint, or it can be a jar of honey. A sheet means pata, a sheet of poster paper. So these are the answer of activity C. My dear student, I am moving to the next activity C1. Here we are told to look at the shopping list again. So we have to look at the shopping list again. Can you say which items are available in what kind of shops? These are different. There are different shops such as grocers, bakers, stationers, etc. selling different things. Put the items under the proper heading in the table below. Grocers. Grocer is the person who sells food or household items. So here we can see a dozen of eggs in grocers column. Then bakers. Bakers is a trade person who bakes or sells something made from something items made from flour by using an oven or other concentrated heat source. And stationers is a person or shops who sells pencils, paper, other writings materials or official materials. So I have made a chart for you. In the poster paper we can see in grocer shops we can find a dozen of eggs, a box of facial tissue, a jar of honey, a tube of toothpaste. In baker shops we have found a loaf of bread, a can of Coke, a pocket of chocolate, a cake. In stationery shops we can find a tube of paints, a sheet of poster paper, a notebook, a pocket of pencils. I repeat the answers. In grocery shops we can find a dozen of eggs, a box of pencil tissue, a jar of honey, a tube of toothpaste. In baker shops we can notice a loaf of bread, a can of Coke, a pocket of chocolate, a cake. In stationery shops we can find a tube of paints, a sheet of poster paper, a notebook, a pocket of pencils. Now at page 26 we have been told to work in groups, create a mini market in the classroom, put some shines like bakers, grocers and stationers, etc. Some of you play the role of shop assistants and some other will be customers. Now customers move round the room from one shop to the other, asking the price of the item shown in the picture below. Use the following model. In the online class, it is not possible. You can do this at home with your parents or your brother or sisters. I think you will do it and enjoy it very much. So, at page 27, we can see language. Focus some and any. We use some with positive statement. Example, I have got some photographs. I need some milk. We use any with negative statement. Example, I haven't got any photographs. I don't see any students there. We use any with questions. Example, have you got any photograph? Is there any water in the jug? So, there are some question with some or any. We have to fill in the blanks with some and any in activity E. Let's try. So we can notice that in positive statement we have to use some, and in negative and question we have to use any. So the answer will be, are there flowers in the garden? The statement is in question. So we have to use here any. Yes, these are dash roses and dash lilies. The statement is in positive. So we have to use some. What about jasmine? Are there dash jasmine? There we have to use any. No, there aren't. As the statement is in negative, we have to use here any. Do you have any idea why I am asking you all these? Okay, my students, I have completed the discussion of lesson 8. Alhamdulillah. If you have enough time, please utilize the time in doing some good deeds. We'll be meet again in the next class with new lesson. Till then, stay at home. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.